Hello, this video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon and my members on YouTube. Minasan, arigatou gozaimasu. It's the 9th day of December 2023. My name is Kurt and this is my Good Life meditation, an exercise that I do every morning a little bit after waking up. It's 5:04 a.m. I do this to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, which you can get a copy of from the link in the description. I also use this time to think about the challenges and opportunities that I met in the last 24 hours, including my sleep. I think about the coming day, and then I prepare for death. But before I do any of that, I like to read a poem. So let's read a new poem today, turning to Edward Thomas, a poem called May 23rd. Here we go. First time to read it. Let me have my vocabulary pen ready. May 23. I'm saying 23 because it literally is 23rd. It's not 23rd. There never was a finer day, and never will be while May is May, the third and not the last of its kind. But though fair and clear, the two behind seemed pursued by tempests overpast, and the morrow, with fear that it could not last, was spoiled. Today, ere the stones were warm, 5 minutes of thunderstorm dashed it with rain, as if to secure by one tear its beauty, the luck to endure. I see it. This is a beautiful poem, right? How the April and March and April could have good days, but still the lingering bits of winter were there, right? At midday then, along the lane, old Jack Noman appeared again, jaunty and old, crooked and tall, and stopped and grinned at me over the wall with a cowslip bunch. What the hell is a cowslip? With a cowslip bunch in his buttonhole, must be a flower, and one in his cap, or maybe a sprig of foliage of something, and one in his cap. Who could say if his roll came from flints in the road, the weather, or ale? He was welcome as the nightingale. Not an hour of the sun had been wasted on Jack. "I've got my Indian complexion back," said he. He was tanned like a harvester, like his short clay pipe, like the leaf and burr that clung to his coat from last night's bed, like the ploughland crumbling red. Fairer flowers were none on the earth, wow, though his cowlips wet with the dew of their cowslips, it's the same thing, though his cowslips wet with the dew of their birth, whatever that is. The flowers or the foliage sprig, or fresher leaves than the cress in his basket. "Where did they come from, Jack?" "Don't ask it, and you'll be told no lies." "Very well, then I can't buy. I don't want to sell. Take them, and these flowers too, free. Perhaps you have something to give me." "Wait till next time, the better the day. The Lord couldn't make a better, I say. If he could, he never has done." So off went Jack with his roll, walk, run, leaving his cresses from Oakshott Rill, maybe a place name, and his cowslips from Wheaton Hill, certainly place names. "'Twas the first day that the midges bite, but though they bit me, I was glad of it. Of the dust in my face, too, I was glad. Spring could do nothing to make me sad. Bluebells hid all the ruts in the copse. The elm," wow, that's a beautiful image. "Bluebells hid all the ruts in the copse." That's a line. I feel like that's going to remain in my mind like a seedling and sprout later in life, like I have much later left. "The elm seeds lay in the road like hops that fine day. May, the 23rd, the day Jack Noman disappeared. Was Jack the guy he's talking to here? Yeah. So what happened to Jack Noman? That's a great poem. That's a great poem. I really like that one. It makes me happy. Such a delicious feeling. I don't want to move on. Poetry always. I should start doing these poetry readings at the very end of the video, so I can just shut the camera off and sit here and soak it up. But let's do this. Yesterday and last night, good big day yesterday. I took Emily to the airport to see her off back to Japan. She arrived safe and sound. Sent a photo from Tokyo from her restaurant, practically asleep in the booth. When I got home, I found a letter from her that she'd written, thanking Yumiko and I for everything, her whole childhood and young adulthood to date, and for sending her to college, and then notably for splitting her childhood between America and Japan, so that she could have the benefit of both cultures, both languages, both families. A very moving and touching letter, for sure. A good day. Again, soaking it up. It's like fruition, culmination, commencement. It's a good life. 8 objectives and 35 principles. These are, and they're listed in the book. The objectives are to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize true limits and true opportunity, to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully, and to keep my balance. The 35 principles now are war, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride, maturity, social principle, family, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be borne, the feast of offal, distraction, agency and the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the season of philosophy, script writing, the bullseyeing, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, the principle of fun, and being prepared. Pretty sure that was 35. Got them all. Only a few moments of hesitation. No stumbles that time. Today is Saturday. It's a day, so I go do my book reading today. I'll finish all of this, upload this, read the Bible. I'm still making my way through the Gospel of Luke. I'll feed the dogs and then I'll head to the beach and do my book reading. Then after that I'll come home, clean the house, go have lunch with my wife, do our grocery shopping, and then enjoy a nice evening together. Am I ready for death? Yeah, I'm ready. My life's work is complete. Really complete. Now, my affairs are in order, quite in order. Yesterday I also found the bank information for Japan. We couldn't find it. We didn't know where our bank information was. It's hard to open an account in Japan. We need one to ship the money over to buy a house. But I found it yesterday because I was looking for something to give Emily to take to Japan. There's the bank information. So yeah, affairs are in order. And my relationships are sound. I guess that's it. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care. I will move forward and up. I will rarely stop, and I will never